Thank you for the super chat. They say, hey Jake, 24 from Australia, no kids, no spouse, 50,000 XRP. What trust structure do you suggest here in Australia? Thoughts on different offshore trusts, moving to zero tax jurisdiction, post price appreciation, any bonus estate advice would be great. Thanks, Legend. Appreciate you, dude. That's actually a really good question. So if you're, you have no kids, you give me good context here, by the way, which I appreciate. Can't give you financial advice. I can't give you estate planning advice. I can just tell you what I would do in your position, or the choices that I would be looking at. Probably the choices I'd be looking at. So I'd be looking at Singapore. I'd be looking at Dubai, and you may have family there in Australia. So the benefit of having a lot of money is that you get to choose where you live. Most of the people that used to live in California or other jurisdictions that moved to Puerto Rico, you either love it or you hate it and you move back. It's one or the other. There's almost nobody in the middle. The infrastructure there in Puerto Rico, even though it's a 4% flat tax and no corporate tax, not great. Because they don't have any taxes, their infrastructure is pretty garbage, and unless you have a lot of money for backup generators and geothermal heating and your ability to rebuild your compound after a hurricane. It's very expensive now to live in Puerto Rico also. Dubai is cheap right now with everything that's going on in the Middle East. We've seen Dubai's real estate drop about 40% from where it was at the top of the market. That's probably where I would be looking if I was Australian and 24 with no kids and no spouse and a decent bag of XRP. Just because, you have all the benefits that you have there in Australia, also, there in Dubai. And you can still come back to Australia for a certain number of days per year. The UK, New Zealand, Australia, and a couple other jurisdictions that are part of the Commonwealth are all subject to similar tax regimes, and I don't remember what the total number of days is, but as long as you don't spend more than that number of days in the country, they can't tax you, because each one of those jurisdictions is residency tax based, not citizen tax based like we are here in the US. So, if you wanted to go stay in Dubai for the majority of the year, but you still want to come home for the holidays and spend some time with your family there in Australia, you absolutely could. If you want to stay there in Australia, I would look at a family trust. Or, we've got some people that have set stuff up offshore in BVI or British Virgin Islands. That's another popular jurisdiction for those there in Australia. You lose a lot of control if you do it that way versus